Today we are going to do a specific workout to help you with any lower back pain. And this is going to be a unique workout because I want to give some teaching as well as instruction. So we are going to do a full workout, and of course it's Pilates, so it's always a full body workout even though we're focusing on our lower spine. But I want to help you really understand where is the source of your lower spine pain, and how to move your body and assist your lower spine, build it back up, strengthen the muscles around it so that you don't keep hurting yourself. So let's go ahead and start with finding neutral position. Now normally I just say this and kind of hope that you know what I'm talking about, but today I want to teach you how to find pelvic neutral position. This is so important because your pelvic floor, which is the muscles that line the pelvis right here, it's your lower abdominal muscles. Your pelvic floor is essentially going to discern what your workout looks like. And if you don't have your pelvis in neutral during a Pilates workout, then you're putting unnecessary strain on your lumbar and potentially hurting yourself. So we're going to make sure that we know what neutral spine and neutral pelvis is. So lay on your back. Your feet are just going to be hip width apart in front of your bum. Have your palms facing your body but arms on the ground like this. And I want you to first focus on breathing, okay? So I want you to breathe in through your nose, and as you do, you're going to feel your ribs expand out. What you're actually feeling is your diaphragm contracting as you inhale. Your diaphragm and your pelvic floor are working together. They're contracting. And as you exhale, they're releasing, pushing your lungs up, which is what pushes all the toxins like CO2 out of your body. So you're inhaling, your ribs are filling sideways. You're inhaling, you're elongating your ribs out this way, filling your lungs. Your pelvis floor is actually pulling down. And as you exhale, your ribs are coming back together. Your spine is still elongating, and your pelvic floor and your diaphragm is releasing. Okay, so one way you can check this is put your hands together on your ribs and allow your middle fingers to touch just barely. As you inhale, your middle fingers are going to pull apart. And as you exhale, they're going to touch back together. That's a quick way to just kind of learn what we call thoracic breathing in Pilates. Let's move forward. Let's look at our spine now. I want you to just take notice right now of what is actually touching the ground. Where is your position, your pressure on the ground? Where you want it to be is obviously there's equal pressure in my balls of my feet and my heels, but my weight is actually on my sacrum bone and my upper pelvis. So it's not on my hips. The way that I know this is because there's some space that you might be able to see between my back and the mat. Mine is a lot of space because I have a very sway back from gymnastics. You might have a little space, but if you are doing this correctly, there will be space between your back and the mat. We are not trying to push our spine into the mat. We are trying to balance all of our weight onto our bum bone. You might feel like it's actually your tailbone, your sacrum bone, leaving space in the mat. The next place I feel pressure, it starts to be my mid-ribs and then all the way up through, and I want you to feel the pressure on your shoulder blades. This is difficult for us because all day long we tend to be at our computers or hunched over our phones, so I want to make sure that you actually feel the weight pressing down on your shoulder blades. Roll your shoulders back and away from your ears if that is hard. Okay, so now I want you to look up at your hips and notice, are your actual hip bones even? So if I had a tray of marbles and I placed them right on your hip bones, now you don't move, I just need to look at you. I want to make sure that that tray of marbles would not be rolling to the right or to the left. So essentially I'm looking for a completely even and flat pelvis, or my hips are a better line for me because I can see them. So are your hips completely straight? So once you're certain that your hips are square and even, your shoulder blades are touching the ground, you're balancing your weight on your sacrum bone, you've got that space between your back and the mat. I want you to do, again, your inhale and your exhale with your hands on your rib and not allow your spine to move at all. Now your pelvis floor, the muscles of your lower abdominals are going to move, but your spine, the bones, are not actually going to move. So take a deep inhale. So your bones didn't move, but you can feel the movement in your abdominals. Now in Pilates, whenever we do the actual work of our moves, we do it on an exhale because that means the muscles are actually relaxing and allows us to use our muscle strength in them. So that's why in Pilates, when we inhale, we know we're contracting muscles, and so therefore we're not going to add work to work. So if I'm doing something really difficult, I'm going to actually do the move on an exhale and come up to rest on the inhale. So that's just some help to get you started. Now let's go ahead and get into our lower back routine. So I want you to understand there's 4 main muscle groups that we are going to work to help relieve pain in our lower back. And the first is the multifidus spinae, and that's the only time I'm going to say that. So this is the set of muscle group that is running from the top of my spine all the way down. It runs your entire spine. It looks like a Christmas tree because it actually fans out around each vertebrae. And so this muscle is obviously incredibly important, and it could be where you are currently experiencing pain if it feels very near or even touching your spine in your lower back. The use of this muscle is to stabilize your spine with movement, and it also prevents spinal joint degradation, spinal joint degeneration. So very important, and again, could be a reason that you're feeling pain. But the great news is we can reverse that by strengthening the multifidus spinae. So let's go ahead and get started with our workout, and that's what we're going to do. Our first 5 moves are going to be working out our multifidus spinae. So we're going to start with roll-ups. So center yourself on your mat. I want you to make sure that your spine is straight up. I'm not hunching forward. I'm straight up, arms in front of you. And on your exhale, you're going to slowly, bone by bone, allow your vertebrae to hit the mat. Bone by bone by bone. As slow as possible because it's all about control, and it's also all about hitting my house plant. I want you to feel energy shooting through your toes and your arms as you reach. And then you're going to inhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground as slow as possible. Exhale when you get to that point where it's really difficult to get up. Straighten your spine, C curve over. We are strengthening our multifidus spinae. I said I was only going to say it once, but look at me go. We're going to do quite a few of these. So I want you to really work on control. And I want you to imagine as you are pulling up here, I want you to imagine that muscle. If you could see it, what is it doing? What is it working? How is it stretching? And really give thought to your muscles working in your spine right now. Inhale to exhale, reaching up and straightening my spine. I'm C curving over, coming back to straight up, and slowly coming down. Let's do 2 more of these bad boys. Of course, in Pilates, there's essentially not a single move where all you're doing is working one muscle group, which is the point because your body is a machine. It's muscle groups working together. It's never about just one muscle moving. I guess unless you're sticking your tongue out at someone. This is our last one. C-curve, just hold this stretch for a second there. That might feel really nice on your lower back if you're experiencing pain. So just hold this for a little bit and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, giving yourself a cleansing breath here. Hopefully not causing yourself too much pain in your backs of your legs. So that's not the point right now. Go ahead and flex your feet, flat back, straight up. And we're going to go back down onto our mats and do our bridge. So let's get back into that position when we are finding our neutral pelvis. And I want you to rock your pelvis, the actual pelvis bone, back towards your chest. So now my back is completely touching the mat. And I'm going to roll my hips up off the mat, and then my lower spine comes, my middle spine, and all the way up to my shoulders. And now I'm doing a bridge. Again, I could have that tray of marbles placed right here, and none of the marbles are going to fall off. But also, I'm not feeling the tension in my lower back. If you are, push into your heels a little bit, because right now, your pelvic floor is relieving tension from your spine, and everything's working together. Let's go ahead and slowly roll from the top. Roll, melt down. Next time we come up, we're gonna pump our legs, okay? So we're gonna get nice and comfortable. So let's roll right back up. I want you to take your right leg up and get it into a tabletop position. Make sure your hips do not move. They're remaining straight. My marbles are staying straight. And I want to touch my toe for 1. We're going to go 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can leave it down. Let's take our left leg up to tabletop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not coming down yet. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed on your feet. Push through your heels, push your bum up. When you take your right leg, just point it straight up to the ceiling and come down. Just gonna do 3, 2, 1. Bend back down, come up, do your left leg, and 3, 2, 1, bend and down. Let's melt down. Let's straighten our legs back out. Let's go for one more roll up, just to give us space between our sequence. That your heels are never moving off the ground when you do your roll up. We're keeping the work in our core. Let's come back down. And let's do one more bridge variation. We'll come back to this later. We're going to get nice and comfortable in our bridge. Ready? Slowly roll up. Now we're just going to walk right leg, left leg. We're just going to walk it out. Walk it out for a little bit here. It's just my feet coming completely off the ground and then coming right back down, going toe to heel. Again, my hips and pelvis are quiet. Give me 10 marches. 9, 8, 7, push through your glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come rolling slowly down. Well done. Again, let's straighten out our body. Energy shooting through our toes and our legs, just giving a nice little stretch there. And between all these exercises, what you can do is bring your legs into your chest and give yourself a little roll, and that just relieves tension in your lower spine. If you're doing the workout improperly, you'll be feeling tension in your spine, and that's a red flag. Not to stop doing the workout, but to figure out, why am I doing this wrong? And figure out what you need to adjust. All right, I want you to take your hands and give me a nice triangle. Place that triangle in the arch of your back, touching your sacrum, your tailbone back here. Head, neck, and shoulders can come off the ground. I want you to hover your legs over the ground just for 10. 8, 6, it's hard to talk. 3, 2, 1, come down. If that felt really difficult, I want you to leave your head, neck, and shoulders on the ground, and on your next exhale, you'll just lift your legs off the ground for another 10. If that felt okay, I want you to come up again on the next exhale. And this time, lift your legs up. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, baby. Let's give it another stretch out here. Inhale, reaching your toes and your fingers as far away from your body as possible. All right, give me one roll up. So on the next inhale, into exhale, we're going to twist our spine and get some lubrication into that multifity. I knew this was going to happen. Spine. Okay. Spine is straight, arms in front of you. You're going to do a Hercules directly. Notice my arm is still parallel from the floor. Forward. When you imagine that you are actually moving your ribs around your spine. The movement is coming from my waist, and my ribs are just circulating around my spine right now. Keep looking at your elbow as far back as you can. You really want to feel that pull in your spine. When it's controlled like this, it's a good pull. It's when you're bending down to pick up groceries and you feel a pull that shouldn't be there, then we're in trouble, right? Last two. And one. Excellent. Come up, C curve, over, thigh floor, 3, 2, 1. Let's get on our bellies. So get on your stomach and we're going to do swimmers, which I think we all have seen before. So you're going to put your feet at mat width apart. Let's see if I can move back so you can see me a bit better. Arms are just directly in front of us, also mat width apart. And let's go ahead and practice by lifting our left leg and our right arm on the next exhale. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Inhale. On the next exhale, do the other arm and leg. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Let's bring both of them up. Ready? 3, 2, 1 on the exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. And now we're going to swim it out. All right? So on your next exhale, you'll come up and swim. Give me swimmers. Keep pumping. Power through your arms and legs. Your hips are pressing down to the mat, but your belly is still zipping into your spine. Our abs are engaged. Our spinal muscles are engaged. Our core is powered up. Are you breathing? Control your breathing. 10 more seconds. This is great for your spine. 5 seconds. Reach out, forward, and come down. Good job. Well done. Okay, this next one, you really need to understand how to do this. So I want you to take your hands and place them directly under your shoulders, and your arms are zipped into your body. So you're going to inhale, and as you inhale, you'll just pull your chest up as far as you can without the use of your hands. So for some of you, that might feel like a centimeter, and that's fine. So how far can you go without the assistance of your hands? So you're going to inhale, pull yourself up. Then when you reach your max, you're going to press your hands down and exhale to push to the point my elbows are still bent and my lower back is engaged. I'm going to take an inhale here, and I'm going to exhale all the way down. Okay? So it looks like this. Ready? Inhale, push, exhale, inhale, come down on the exhale. Ready? Inhale, hands down, exhale. Now this next time when you come down, I want you to stop where you can and pick up your hands and slowly control yourself back down. Make sure your feet are not moving at all. Inhale, push down. Exhale, take a nice inhale when you're done. Exhale until you get to the point of no return. Lift your hands up and come back down. Inhale, push down. Exhale, open up your chest. Make sure your shoulders are rolled away from you. Coming down as slowly as possible. Feeling the work also in my triceps. Hands come up and back down. This feels great. possible. Why not go ahead and get workout in our triceps as well, hey? Pushing up. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes as well. There's nothing that is not engaged. My legs are powerful on the mat. I have not forgotten them. Let's make this the last one. Inhale, push, exhale. Coming down, hands up, slowly coming down. Well done. Cross your arms in front of you. Just to stretch out your shoulders, really. Once you lift up your left leg, lift it up. How are you feeling? Does that feel okay? Give me 10 pumps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Let's go for the right foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lift up both feet and just hold for 10. Ready? Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. And last bit, let's do one more boat hold, okay? Arms out in front of you. I promise we're done after this for this one. On 3, 2, 1. Come up. 10, 9, harder. 8, 7, lift higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Your back's going to thank you. Press back into your heels, into a child of God pose, and breathe into that lower spine. Crawl your fingers in front of you, giving yourself a nice stretch. Pretty much everywhere is where I'm feeling this right now, but that might just be where my body is at today. Today I don't feel my strongest, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell that, but it's always good to know what are your limits and where is your body at today. All right, so let's move on to our internal obliques. So our internal obliques are, you can imagine, they essentially start right here and they're going to wrap around our body. And these are so important. They go much higher than I think we usually think they do because they support spinal rotation. They support forceful exhalation, which is when you're working out really hard and you're like, a lot is going on there. We're going to talk in a second about that. But they're responsible for that. They're responsible for core stabilization, and these muscles prevent spine injury. So let's definitely work out our internal obliques. And the first way we're going to do that is by getting onto our elbows and doing an elbow plank. Let's do this right though. So our shoulders are over our elbows, and I like to hold my fists together for this exercise particularly. And then I'm going to slide my left leg back and then my right leg back, and I'm going to come down a bit because I want to be parallel with the ground. I don't want to be up, I don't want to be down, I want to be zipping my stomach into my spine. We're just going to hold this for a little bit until you feel confident. You might need to just readjust a little bit, maybe your elbows hurt, and find where are you going to be able to hold your elbow plank. What's really helpful is if you're watching me, you could turn on video or selfie mode on your phone to see how you're doing to compare with my body shape. And knees come down. Let's go back into Child of God pose. Okay, now that we know how that feels and where we're going, let's get back into that immediately. 3, 2, 1, come up. And what we're going to do is dip our left hip down and come straight back up to that perfect plank. Right hip dips down, come back up. My shoulders never move. My right hip comes down, my left hip comes down. My right hip up, left hip up. Give me 10. Up, 9, up. Fire up those abs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and knees in. Well done. Back to Child of God pose. Well done. Let's keep moving. Let's get to our bums. We're going to do heel taps here. So come up here. And first, I want you to inhale, making sure that your back is straight. And I'm going to come down and stop right where I'm off of my sits bones. I'm going to pull my arms up and back down. Now, if that feels difficult, when I pull my arms up, I can feel my abs and my lower abs fire up, then this is exactly where I want to be. So keep your arms in front of you. What we're going to do is move to the left, and then straight out in front of you, and right, straight out in front of you. I want to make sure that my shoulders are well away from my ears, okay? Every time you turn, exhale. It'll help you. Also, it helps when you smile. So if you're feeling like, this is terrible, smile. Keep doing it. Remember, this is for our backs. This is for our spinal health. It's so we can sit straight up in a chair. It's so we can sleep better at night. It's so we have better posture. Let's just do one more on each side. Left and over. Right. I just moved my knees. That was wrong. Legs straight out. And let's C-curve over our legs. Roll down, back to our backs. Knees come up, and now we're going to pull our head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. And now I want you to reach for your heels and just tap. 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 So left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I can stop saying that now probably. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, internal obliques. Thank you. All right, let's stretch our legs and our arms away from each other. Let's cross our hands behind our heads. We're going to pull our head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. Our chest is still nice and wide. And I want to bring in my right leg into tabletop and lift my left leg off the ground. Let's pull our left elbow to our right knee. You know where I'm going with this. And then we'll switch to the left. I want to do a pattern of quick, quick, hold. Quick, quick, hold. Quick, quick, hold. You can do it. Quick, quick, hold. Keep going. Don't stop. It's worth it. Last two. Last one. Knees into chest, nose to knees, and slowly come down. Well done, friends. Shoot our arms and our legs away from each other, stretching that spine out. Our last variation for our internal obliques is going to be our side plank dips. So this is up to you. I'm going to show you the variation on our elbows because honestly, I find that most people have some wrist pain. So what level 1 is going to look like is your bottom leg is bent and you're up like this. Level 2 is going to look like your right leg is in front of your left leg, and so you're balanced on both. Level 3, we'll do leg on top of leg, okay? So most important, again, right angle. I want my elbow under my shoulder. I want to come straight up into a line. I'm not sagging down. I've got this lovely straight line, and all I'm going to do is lift my arm up, and I'm going to reach up and back to center. Up. So I'm not dipping down. I'm pulling up. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and come down. Well done. If that hurts your elbow, then just roll your mat up to give yourself double padding. That's usually what I do, but I got this lovely new mat. Okay, so elbow, 90-degree angle. Remember 1, 2, or stacked is level 3. On the next exhale, come up, arm up, give me 8, 7, I went the wrong way, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That side is definitely weaker for me. I had a balance check on that one. So good to know these things. We need to know what is our weaker sides.
because that's also going to help me to acknowledge where is the pain in my lower back. Is it on my left side or my right side, and which side do I need to be focusing on? So that's really good. All right, let's move on to our third muscle group that we're going to talk about that will help us with our lower back pain, and that is our pelvic floor. And this is a series of muscles that's essentially at the base of your core. It creates the foundation of your core. And this is going to support your core, obviously, as the foundation. It gives you spinal stability and allows you to sit straight up and prevents weight from going on your lower spine. So you can imagine how important these muscles are to have strengthened in order to prevent lower spine pain. Okay, so we're going to do one type of move to really work out our pelvic floor, and this is back to our bridges. So I want you to come up this time. Let's have our knees bent, arms out in front of us, and I'm going to roll my pelvis down and slowly melt bone by bone by bone in an exhale. All right. Okay, so my arms are going to be well pushed down to the floor. Your arms are still working here because they're pushing down, forcefully pushing the floor away. Feet hip width apart. Again, I roll right back up. And now it'll give me little pulses. So you're just going to come about halfway down and come right back up. Stop there. Arms float up. Make sure your shoulder blades are still digging into the floor. My shoulders are well away from my ears. I'm just going to float my arms back and back up. Behind my head and back up. Behind my head and back up. Now, slice through the air. I can't stop hitting my plant. Stop them while they're back and they're not touching the ground all the way. Let's go back to little pulses. Just a fourth of the way down. Smaller pulses. And slowly roll your spine. Control, control. Down. Arms go down. Let's bring our knees into our chest and roll it out a little bit. All right, let's go right back up. This will be the last variation of our bridges. All right, so again, I'm pushing the ground well away from me. Lots of force coming through my arms as I roll my spine up. I'm going to lift my right leg into the air beautifully, and I'm going to come down and pop up. So give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hips are being quiet, pelvis hasn't moved, 3, 2, 1, bend that knee, look at your hips, mine are flat, are yours flat? Could I put a tray of marbles on your hips? Have you moved your leg? Come down, this is like Simon Says, leg goes straight up, and let's go pop, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push away from the floor if this is hard. Bend your leg. Hold, hold, hold. Check your hips. Are they even? Push away from the floor even harder. Leg comes down. Again, we're going to take that right leg up to tabletop. Cross it over your knee and give me 10 more pops. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move that leg off, and we're about to be finished. Other leg. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay steady. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Without your hips moving, bring the leg down with all control. We'll slowly melt down. I want you to bring your knees into your chest, but grab behind your thighs, and roll yourself up and back. We're just going to roll like a ball. Let's get some air lubricating that spine. All right, come up. So our last muscle group we're going to work on today is our transversus abdominis. This is essentially like a corset that is supporting your spine. So you can imagine that any work that you do on your abdominals is going to affect your spine. And so sometimes we think we need to strengthen our back, which is always true, but you do that also by strengthening your core. You probably do that. So this muscle specifically wraps around and it links to, the connection point is actually at your lower back. And so this is why it's so important when we're doing ab work while we're laying on our backs that we're not hurting our back. And it's because this muscle links into our lumbar, okay? And so strengthening your core is going to definitely strengthen your lower spine. Remember that as we push ourselves today. So let's start with our hundreds. So again, we'll just slowly come all the way down. Arms behind. Now, this is going to be your level 1. Your back and pelvis, make sure you're at your neutral pelvis position before doing anything. This is level 1. This is level 2. This is level 3. Ready? Find your level. On your next exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come up off the ground. We're going to pump our arms hard. Pump, 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 pump. You're going to pump for 5 inhales, and then you'll go 5 exhales. Ready? You're almost there. Keep pumping hard. With motion, allowing air to flow through your body and your lymphatic system and strengthening your transversus abdominis. Last 10. And bring it in. Nose to knee, slowly melt down. We're going to shake your head to the right and left, just in case you have any tension you've been holding in your neck. Let's move our legs to our left and right, relieving any tension in our spine as well. All right. Now we're going to do what we call our double leg stretch. So again, stretch, 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 power shooting out from your arms and your legs. And as you exhale, when you pull your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground and your knees into your nose, you're going to inhale, reach, reach, reach away. Exhale, circular arms around. Inhale. Give me 8. 6. 1. Nose to knees and slowly come down. Well done. I want you to rest for just a second, but we're going to pull our nose back up to our knees. Release your left leg straight out. And we're just going to switch. Keeping our pelvis still. And these transversus abdominis muscles are controlling our leg movements out. Give me 8. 6. 5. 4. Whoops. Lost count there, but we're good, and stop. Nose to knees, come back down. Well done. I need to roll my ankles out. Okay. So now we're going to do leg circles. So this is going to be your level 1 and potentially even level 2. Level 3 will be your leg on the ground. Lift your right leg into the air, pulling your thigh towards your chest. It's about really pulling this leg back and up. If you want to give yourself a feel for it, then pull your leg too, but I want to make sure that your hips do not move right or left. They can't be wonky. They need to be straight in this, okay? So pulling your leg up, hands on the ground, we're going to do inner circles. Give me 8, 7, 6. Inhale to exhale. Last one. Another way. Give me 8, 7, 6, abs engaged, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee in and down. Well done. Let's hop straight up to our left leg. We're going to do circles to the inside. Inhale to exhale. Ready? 7, 5, 3, 1. And hold. Other side. 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Knee in and down. All right, friends. We just have one more exercise, so let's get to our planks. It's about time. We're going to do our full body plank here. So I want you to have your wrists directly under your shoulders. Don't have your head in your turtle shell. We're not turtles. Straighten it back out. Shoot your left leg out behind your body. And then when you are certain your knee is directly under your hip, you should be aligned to go. Let's go right. I want you to feel that engagement in your abs. We're just going to hold it. Hold it to feel the engagement in your abs. All core muscles firing up at this point. And why don't we just hold it for 10 more seconds? You can do it. Control your breathing. Push out through your wrist. I want you to rock back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Well done. Let's sit on the back of our heels. Breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. Straightening our spine. We're going to do it one more time. All out. We're almost done, friends. Keep with me. Shoulders over our wrists. Left leg floats out. When I'm sure I'm in alignment, right leg in holds. You've got this. Just hold it. Make sure you're zipping your belly button into your spine. Your core is completely fired up. Your legs are powerful. All your weight is distributed evenly. You're breathing. Just 10 more seconds, friends. You can do it. Don't let go. It's okay. Ready? Let's rock back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Child of God pose. You did it. Well done. You can move your hips around to the left and to the right. Left and right, just rocking your hips back and forth. I want you to crawl your hands straight in front of you. Still staying low, I want you to crawl your hands to the right of your body, like both your hands are crawling to the right. And crawl back to the center. And now crawl to your left. I'll give you one more stretch. It's going to be helpful for your lower back. So we should come back up to tabletop. Tabletop position. My knees are under my hips. My shoulders are over my hands. And I'm going to breathe in. And as I do, I'm going to look like an angry cat. And as I exhale, I'm going to come back to neutral. And as I inhale, I'm going to look like a cow. Exhale back to neutral. And so I'm really moving my spine between these two positions. And it feels really nice on my lower back when I shoot my tailbone towards the floor. You can do as many of these as you're feeling today. I like to work my plantar fascia and pull my toes up on the mat right there too.
All right, friends, that's all I had for you today, but I did want to remind you that when you are intentionally breathing and controlling your breath with deep inhale and exhales, you are stabilizing your core and strengthening your spine. So don't forget that, and I hope you join me on the mat soon. Have a great day.